Hi, my name is Chris, otherwise known as Chris Comic Man Cross or Krisco the Super Clown, depending on which mode you catch me in. I've worked for the last number of years for Best Entertainment Around as an independent contractor, working mainly as a character performer, magical clown, tarot reader, or stand-up comic. I love entertaining. Whether it's a group of children, a group of adults, 5 people, 10 people, 25 people, 100 people, I love performing. And that's what's ironic about me, about being loved and performed, because the secret about me is I'm very, very shy. One-on-one, I barely say a word. If I meet you for the first time, I probably won't say more than a few words to you unless I perform. Then I become Krisco or Crisscross. And then I'm up there and I'm the most outgoing person you're ever going to meet. I've worked for the last 9 years doing stand-up comedy all over New Jersey and got to open and meet some of the great comics now currently of our time. I've opened for Jim Norton. I've opened for Otto and George. I've opened for a number of different comics on their way up, who've made it to the top, who are still working their way. The key difference with me is that the fame part of it is not important to me. Yes, as everybody these days like to make a little bit of money, because that's what if I don't, the bill collectors will be chasing me down. But I love performing for the sake of performing. I love being up there. I love that thrill, that awe of the crowd, having them in my palm of my hands. Whether I'm doing something silly, whether I'm doing something serious, I love having them waiting for my every word. It's the best feeling I ever had. And I've been having that feeling for a very long time. I've been in this business for over 42 years. I know I may not look that old. I'm actually 46. I started performing at the age of 4. Sort of was born into it because I'm a second-generation New Jersey performer. My father was an entertainer. He performed all over New Jersey until recently he passed away last year as a mentalist, a stage magician, hypnotist, psychic. I grew up watching him perform, watching him do all kinds of talk shows, and got to experience a lot of him with him. He had been on Geraldo and Oprah and Joan Rivers, and I got to go with him to a lot of those, and actually got some camera time myself on occasion. Because of him, I got to be, when I was a young age, I got to be Bob Callister from Wonderama, and that was one of my favorite shows as a kid, so that was a big thrill. I got to meet Soupy Sales. I got to be on the Uncle Floyd show, both when I was young, around 8 years old, and again when I was like 19 years old. I got to do a show. Shows you how long he's been around. Those were great experiences. My best experiences, though, is my father would take me on weekends, because my parents divorced at a young age, would take me to magic conventions. I would go to local ones. I would go to ones that were far away for the whole weekend, and I got to meet some of the greatest people. I got to see Magic by Sidini. I got to meet David Copperfield. I got to meet the amazing Randy. I got to meet the amazing Kreskin, all contemporaries of my father, who I got to meet, and as a child it was very awe-inspiring. These were great performances. I got to meet Max Maven. Some of these names you may know, some you may not. Depends how familiar you are with the local Jersey scene. These are people that molded me as I was growing up. And I got to watch in awe how talented they were and how much I wanted to be like that. And I knew someday I would be on stages, performing, making people laugh. Whether I'm on stage in a comedy club, doing my material, doing a crazy character, doing a stunt, because I'm a little bit of mixture of Robin Williams, Sam Kinison. I'm a mixture of a lot of different things, but basically I am who I am. As you can see how I dress, I have a thing for superheroes. I love superheroes. That's sort of my gimmick as a comic. I'm kind of the comic man, or as the clown, I'm the super clown. I grew up, thanks to my dad again, getting in love with superheroes. He started me reading comic books when I was a young age, and I've always wanted to be Superman. I love superheroes. I love performing. It's like I said, my father was a performer. My cousin was a street magician in New York, dressed as Robin Hood, running around during intermission at Broadway shows, doing illusions. My mom even got in the act performing with my dad when I was growing up. At the age of 4, here I am standing on a stage where most kids see their mom in the kitchen or at work, in business or something. I see my mom having a sword put through her neck. And it didn't faze me a bit. I loved it. Never was afraid of anything. Some of my fondest memories, I have pictures of me putting a sword through my mom's neck. I loved making people happy. That's in a nutshell who I am. I'm going to make you smile, I'm going to make you scream, or I'm going to make you laugh. I say scream because I also done some lower budget movies. I've been in horror movies. I've been a vampire. I've been a killer. I've been all different things. I love the thrill of entertainment. I hope that gives you a little idea about who I am. I think I've tried in a short time trying to explain some things about myself. I hope it captures how much I would love to be part of your project, because I really love entertaining people. Yes, there's downsides to the business. Not everything goes well. But the key thing is I keep picking myself up no matter what happens and keep going forward, because there's always the next one. And I know I will get it then. If I can make just one person laugh, just one person, I'm really not doing a very good job. But that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed my little video here. And thank you for your time.